The roar of engines, the glint of polished metal, the silent stories etched into the fuselages of mighty machines. These are the echoes of American air power preserved in the hallowed hangars of military airbase museums across the United States. They are more than just collections of aircraft, they are monuments to innovation, sacrifice, and the enduring spirit of flight. From the expansive plains of California to the arid deserts of Arizona, these museums stand as testaments to the evolution of aviation and the strategic importance of the airbases they once called home. Take, for instance, Castle Air Museum in Atwater, California. Once the home of Castle Air Force Base, a key training facility for B-52 Stratofortress crews during the Cold War. As documented by the museum itself, Castle Air Museum preserves the legacy of this vital base, allowing visitors to walk amongst the giants of the sky. Here, you can experience the sheer scale of the B-36 Peacemaker or stand in the shadow of the SR-71 Blackbird, reminders of a time when the world held its breath. But the story of military aviation preservation goes beyond individual airbases. It extends to national institutions like the National Air and Space Museum in Washington, D.C., as F. Robert Vander Linden's Best of the National Air and Space Museum, and Megan Cooley. Peterson's The National Air and Space Museum highlight, this Smithsonian institution is a cornerstone of aviation history, featuring iconic aircraft that shaped the course of military and civilian flight. These museums serve as repositories of technological advancement, showcasing the ingenuity and dedication of the engineers, pilots, and ground crews who pushed the boundaries of what was possible. In the arid landscape of Arizona, the Pima Air and Space Museum stands as another testament to the vast history of military aviation. As documented in the Pima Air and Space Museum by James Stemm, this museum boasts an impressive collection of aircraft, reflecting the diverse roles played by military aviation. Each aircraft has a story to tell, a connection to a specific conflict or era. These museums are not just about displaying planes, they are about preserving the human stories behind them. The history of naval aviation is also well preserved. William T. Larkins' Alameda Naval Air Station documents the history of a once vital naval base. These bases, like Alameda, played a huge role in the Pacific Theater, and the preservation of their history is vital. These museums are living memorials where the echoes of the past resonate with the present. They provide a vital link between generations, ensuring that the sacrifices and achievements of those who served are never forgotten. As we walk among these magnificent machines, we are reminded of the courage, innovation, and dedication that shaped the history of American aviation. These military airbase museums are not just places to visit, they are places to remember, to learn, and to honor the wings of history.